Hey guys, it's me again, it's tatty1907, and today I have a special guest in this video because Bae's here!
Hi!
And you probably have noticed that I have all of our stuff in the description, but Bae and I did something for Inktober, and so this sketchbook update is going to be a little bit different because I am going to talk about my Inktober sketchbook, and this year's Inktober Bae and I did a manga together, so yeah, basically I did all the odd pages. I can never get this right. I did all the odd pages, she did the even pages, and we got to 62, like, because obviously there's 31 days in October, and if you can do basic maths you'd know that, but we actually got to well, I think 64 if we count a little extra stuff, so yeah. Extra stuff, and I'm gonna show that at the end, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, basically if you want to read the entire manga with the entire story, you can go to our Instagrams. We post it daily, so you start with mine and then you go to Bae's and we alternate, or you can wait for us to release the full-on manga chapter from start to finish, because that's gonna come, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Like, But yeah, this is my Inktober sketchbook. This thing's been through a lot, so don't judge it. Yeah, that's Bungo Stray Dogs' very depressing quotes from Dazai's book, and that's the Inktober logo. But my camera doesn't want to focus on it, so yeah, let's get started. Yeah, look at his face.
Trying its best. Don't be mean.
It's trying. These are the little stickers. They're not even stickers. They're ghetto things that I pasted on there. But yes. So yeah, and yeah, again, because Bae, oh yeah, I should say, we tried to record this once and it didn't work, so,
The internet hates us.
The internet hates me. So these are my little thumbnails that I did on I almost said index cards. No, that's Bae because she's pro. No, I do them very ghetto on those post-it notes that aren't even post-it notes, so yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. They don't even stick, but yeah, that's...
They're perfect.
And they're pink, but yeah, so yeah, this is my first page 1 of the comic, and as you can see, it's happy and dandy, just your friendly murders going on. There's nothing better than your nice murder in town. And then we have Red. Well, Red gets introduced on her page, but basically Red is a Mr. Cake Lover.
Yeah.
He wasn't really introduced on my channel, but he's actually my character. So the more you know. He's actually one. Wow, I'm hand gesturing a lot today. He's actually my character. You guys don't know him yet, but if you go on Instagram, you'll learn a bit more. And actually, if you go to CANDI'S Instagram, so Bae's got some description of him and Noir, so you probably will know more about my character from her than from me. But yeah, it's because she likes him. That's
I love him.
yeah. And then there's the little the story goes on, and these two characters over here, Glasses Sun and Cutie Pie. I like them. And and then there's this beautiful lady in the distance, and there she is.
I freaking love the way you draw her, so yeah.
There she is. That's when she introduces herself to Red. Yeah, I like her a lot. She's my favorite.
I love the way you freaking make her look. She's gorgeous.
Well, I try. I think she's beautiful, so I try. And so here's the two of them walking together. On your left, you can see.
Yeah, on your left.
And then things over here are still like going pretty slow. This is one of my favorite panels of Red. I was using very thin liners for this part, and I think it was stupid. Should have used like the 05 and the 08 like I did later on, but yeah. Red being a little cheeky piece of scrap. And here's a little bit of a plot twist where she reveals that she's not that much of a nice person. Careful there. You're going to catch a cold. You guys should keep that in mind, because when Red says something, that's
When Red says something, it's law.
When Red says something, it's gonna happen. And this is one of my favorite panels of Noir, where it's like her eyes, the shot with her eyes when she's like, it is thrilling, and also
Ooh, yeah.
this one where she's just like, thank Yeah, but yeah, that's one of my favorite panels of hers. That's like one of my favorite noir things that I've drawn. I think you really like that one too. I'll show you later, but I think that we both like that one. And here's when I started having no excuse to draw so much hair for her. I literally every panel yeah, see, there you go, more hair and her eyes. And then I'd give her this huge knife, and Bae would give her like the tiniest of knives. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a little not crazy, but hey.
And then there's a little close-ups of Red going from like, oh yeah, this is boring, to smirking. You like that one? That was the one that you made your icon for a little bit.
I freaking love him. He's so cute. I want to use all of him as my icon.
And then there's a little comedy thing where she falls, and that's Red's face for you. A little chibi Red.
Yes, I love that part. That's so funny.
And then there's this little cheeky expression of his.
I love the laugh, like how he was like that.
Oh yeah. I'll show you guys. Basically, he's pondering whether he should laugh or not. So he's like, "Huh," and then he starts laughing because he's like, "Oh yeah, it is funny." He thought about it.
So cute.
And then there's Noir going back at it to attack him. You know, just your usual date.
Back at it again.
Back at it again with the knife. And then there's the little hand-holding thing that Bae likes.
I love that so much.
They're just holding hands because he's like, hold up, don't leave, come on, don't.
Ooh, we're coming upon the full page spread.
Yeah, and then there's this one, which something unfortunate happened. This was the day when the sketchbook got soaked in water, and basically Cos I and everyone basically drowned, but
Oh no!
but that wasn't enough, so I picked my ink and somebody moved it, and so it splattered all over here. But I think it made a cool effect. I like to think that it did. It didn't, but I like to think that it did. And here's the full page.
Yay! I love the full page one. It looks really cool.
There's the pop of color. I also thought it was really cool because if you go and look at Bae's full page, she'll actually have Red facing facing the viewer, whereas mine is like from behind. And I just thought that was really cool. You get to see all of the angles of his hair.
Heck yeah!
And then there's the page that Bae doesn't like because he's choking. Even though
my god, yeah, that was painful.
Even though
especially to draw that.
even though I really like his little expression when he's like, oh.
Poor thing, his little feet.
Yeah, his little feet like going up, yeah. And
he's
then
so cute, my baby.
And then here's Noir pushing him to the ground to kind of like face him again, and he gently pushes her with his foot. He doesn't like kick her.
She enjoyed it.
He gently pushes her, and then he grabs his little metal pipe to defend himself, and then there's another little chibi thing. Eyebrow wiggle Noir.
Eyebrow wiggle.
And he's just like, really?
You were like, I don't do well with comedy, but
yeah,
your comedy parts were literally the funniest freaking stuff.
I tried. And then there's a little, look at his little eyes where he's just like, oh, what do I do now? Because, you know, she basically licks the pipe or whatever. And so he tries to be disgusting, but obviously the outcome isn't what he thought it was gonna be. She's just like, oh. And then there's the two of them facing each other. I really like the last panel where she's like, the proportions are a bit bad, but I like when she's like, why won't you fight back? I like this page.
I love that one.
I like this page. And then this is also one of my favorite pages of Noir where she's like, oh, was this person murdered in cold blood? And before she's just staring, I like this panel a lot. I like it. She actually looks sad for a second. And then there's this one. The more we went along, the more we both tried to like challenge ourselves with paneling, but sometimes it worked better than other times. Oh, this page I like it just because there's a Red's smirky face. There's a lot of Red smirking and being like, oh, I know what's going on. Oh, the birds page. Basically, there was this part where we were saying that in the start you basically see that the story is called Lovebirds, and both of them have a little bird that corresponds with them, so that's pretty much the gist of it. And I drew a little cardinal and a little blackbird for her.
I love that. There was a specific blackbird you chose for her, right? Though
the red-winged blackbird.
Yeah, of course.
Because we saw that and we were like, oh yeah, that's trash. That's great. Then there's a little panel where she traps him to the wall, and I think that after this is the page that you like a lot. Yep, the passionate making out. There we go.
The passionate making out, of course. It's fucking beautiful. Heck yeah.
And so we did all the sides, all the views. And our internets are both very weird, so in case there's some cutting out, I apologize for that. And then there's this page. I do think that I improved a little bit along the line of the page where he grabs her by the waist, pulls her up.
Yeah.
That's very The Little Mermaidy inspired.
Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaidy. And then this is another page that Bae likes because comedy. Basically, Red turns around and there's birds eating his cake.
Yes.
And he's got this little sad face because he's like, why?
Why?
And yeah, look at his chibi pouty face.
He's so cute.
Why? And then this is the last page, and we actually did that today. Let me tell you about this page.
Well, wait. Before you say that though, on the last one right before it, I love the part where he fell to his hands and knees on the ground.
Yeah.
I love that.
This one right here. He's just like, why? Yeah. And the last page. This is the page with the most number of panels that I did. And there's Little Red pouting. But this page, basically, if you turn it around, it's blue. If anyone knows...
You're still on about that?
Yeah, no, because if anyone... I bought this off of Amazon, so if anybody knows if this is a normal occurrence, please let me know. I would love to know the story behind that, but basically I just... Oh, Bae, maybe it's cyan blue. No, but yeah,
Oh!
But yeah, so this is pretty much the entire gist of the manga, but I have two more pictures to show you guys. One of them is the Halloween picture for this year. Noir's birthday, we decided, is on Halloween, and so here is my rendition of it. It's in ink, because Bae was like, oh yeah, do it in ink, and so I did it.
I didn't even see it yet. You said you sent it to me though, right? Oh wait, no, yeah, I lied. Never mind. I didn't.
Yeah, and it's shiny. I gave Noir a lot of shiny golden accents.
I love it. It's so cute. Oh
yeah. And Red is being all cutesy and holding onto her, and basically...
Can we address how cutesy he was in the last page of the freaking manga too? Like, look at that smile though.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed that too, Bae, because like we didn't really have the chance to talk about it, but you know, she's like this vampire person and she's having the little glass with blood, and he's got the knives because that he can give her his blood. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then this is the very last picture that I have, and this one is in ink also. Yeah, because Bae was like, just do it in ink.
I freaking love your ink illustrator, you guys. She's amazing. Look at the magic.
I would show you the other illustrations in this book other than this red one with the flowers, but they're kind of not PG rated, so yeah.
Not safe for work.
Not safe for work. But yeah, this is the last one, and this was the little ending chapter that we had. Bae did another character, which was not my favorite. Bae did another character, and he was with a white background and stuff, and I did red. And yeah, he's holding two flowers because these are symbolic. And yeah, this is basically all ink. So she was like, do it like this. And yeah. But yeah, this is pretty much my Inktober work. I did do other pictures that weren't really related to the comic, but again, not safe for work. So yeah. I did a little Daz eye picture with ink too, but that was like watercolor and ink. That was a fake. It wasn't full ink. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless, and it's a bit longer than usual, but yeah, I had to fit a lot of stuff in it, so yeah. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and I hope you had a very great Inktober. Let me know if you liked the comic, if you followed it on Instagram, and thank you for everybody that did, and fan arts and everything. We really did appreciate. So yeah. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time, because Bae's probably gonna stay here a while, so yeah. Okay, bye!
Happy Halloween!
Yeah, happy Halloween.